Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, two former army corporals have been found not guilty of raping a female colleague who was discovered hanged in her barracks 2 years later. Thomas Fulton and Jeremy Jones both denied raping Corporal Anne Marie Ellement in November 2009, insisting the sex had been consensual. As they were acquitted, the judge declared their conduct had been disgraceful. Kamian Zeram reports.
Corporal Anne Marie Ellement in 2009.
Can you just tell me why you're here today?
Because of being sexually assaulted.
Okay.
Not last night, but the night, well, early hours of yesterday morning.
The first time we've seen her interview with the Royal Military Police, when she described to them a night of drinking, starting on their army base, ending with what she alleged was rape by officers of the Royal Military Police. The two soldiers she accused, Thomas Fulton and Jeremy Jones, were today found not guilty. A trial, the judge says, took place 5 years too late. For initially, military prosecutors decided not to bring charges.
The judge said the Royal Military Police had much to learn from this case and that it was absolutely correct that the Director of Service Prosecutions had reinstated proceedings, notwithstanding today's outcome.
The judge then apologised to Anne Marie's family that it had taken so long and praised their conduct.
We have to move on. I felt as a sister it was my duty to try and bring this to court, and I feel that I achieved that, and I have to respect what the jury, what the board have said.
Isolated and depressed, Anne Marie killed herself in 2011. It took 2 inquests and a High Court challenge to bring this case to trial. A trial where the alleged victim was no longer available to cross-examine. Lawyers representing Anne Marie's family and other former service personnel, like Private Cheryl James, who died at Deep Cut Barracks 20 years ago, say this case illustrates a wider problem. They feel the military can't be trusted to investigate itself.
Absolutely not. It's a fundamental principle of justice. You need independence, you need impartiality. And if the armed forces are serious, they would have about reform, they would recognise that they've got nothing to fear from that. That's a good and sound principle. It applies in police forces, applies in the NHS, it applies across the board.
The judge explained Fulton and Jones weren't guilty of rape, but delivered this withering criticism. After engaging in sex with Anne Marie Ellement, they discarded her without care for her feelings. He said their conduct was disgraceful and they should feel very ashamed.
Kamian Zeram reporting.
I've been